What do you do with Catholic priests who have been accused of sexual abuse but have not been convicted of a crime? There was an article on Slate about a month ago by Ruth Graham about the disgraced former Catholic Archbishop Theodore McCarrick. This guy was credibly accused of sexual misconduct, and he became the highest profile Catholic leader to resign from his post. It wasn't exactly news that a leader in the Catholic Church had done these things, but her story was really about what happened after that. The accusation left him in a weird situation because it's not like he had kids to stay with. It's not like he would go to jail either. I mean, he hadn't been convicted of anything. The statute of limitations had expired for his crimes, so he was a free man with nowhere to go. He ended up moving to a small Catholic church in Victoria, Kansas that basically took pity on him, even though the priests said they believed the victims. Disturbingly, that church was right next to an elementary school. Nothing bad has happened with him since then, but it raises an interesting concern because there have been a lot of priests in the same situation who aren't nearly as famous as McCarrick. Various dioceses across the country have been releasing names of everyone, priests, volunteers, etc., credibly accused of sexual abuse as a way to get in front of the situation before their state's attorneys general release their own list. Now, most of those names are old ones. I mean, the priests are dead, their crimes occurred decades ago, but a lot of them are still alive. And they don't have any criminal convictions, not yet. And if the Catholic Church wants nothing to do with them anymore, where do they go? Well, according to a bombshell report this week by Claudia Lauer and Megan Hoyer of the Associated Press, roughly 1,700 of those accused priests are basically back on the streets with little or no oversight. They're just living life as if nothing happened. The story says that many of them are teachers, counselors to survivors of sexual assault, nurses, and foster parents. Many live next to elementary schools, and yes, some of them have committed sexual assault or worse. The Catholic Church isn't keeping tabs on them, and law enforcement has no reason to keep tabs on them. Here are some numbers. About 5,100 names have been released by the Catholic Church, according to the AP. About 2,000 of those people are still alive. About 500 now live near schools or daycares. 168 still work in churches, some as volunteers. 91 have licenses to work with children. 76 couldn't be tracked at all. Only a couple hundred had some kind of formal supervision. 65 of them have been criminally charged for some reason. Those are all people who might have been stopped had the Catholic Church been more responsible. And all of this is just based on the churches and dioceses that have released the names of accused priests. There are still 30 or so dioceses across the country that have not yet released names or have no plan to do so. So this is just the tip of the iceberg. It's amazing that the Catholic Church has unleashed a disease that is worse than Catholic dogma. And if you attend a Catholic church, and if you still give them money, this is behavior you're apparently okay with. Because if you were bothered by it, you could have walked out a long time ago.